You know, the 14th Amendment after the Civil War, that's where they want to use this amendment to make sure no discrimination against black people so that they can, um, you know, they can vote and get into politics. The Equal Protection Clause from the 14th Amendment.
This nation was founded by men of many nations and backgrounds. It was founded on the principle that all men are created equal, and that the rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened.
And then in the 1960s, under Lyndon Johnson, actually start with the JFK, the civil rights movement. Then Lyndon Johnson turned something into the Great Society, War on Poverty, to end poverty in the United States. And then in order to do that, they start a lot of program to help the minorities or the lower part of society and give them a lift up so they can move up to the society to be able to stand on their own. And you look at the bigger picture. There were many things that just part of the affirmative action, like housing project, food stamp, and all this. And actually, you look at the long term, it didn't do anything good to the society. All these programs start in the 1960s, but now you still have this program, and the program is getting bigger and bigger. Right? Why? Because more and more people get into this program for free, and then like housing project. Well, I know some people. Well, I don't have the number, but I know some people personally. Once they get into the housing project, they never get out. They never try to work hard to buy a car, to buy their house, because you don't need to work hard. You can have a house and then you live there. And why do you work hard? And also, in order to qualify for this kind of program, you have to be poor. So a lot of people, keep, maintaining their poor status, so they can get into this kind of the program. So this one become the way of their life instead of just temporary help them, and then so you move on to pursue your so-called American dream. And all those people who are in the housing project, once they get in, they never get out. And then there's to them, what is the American dream? Because they did not work on it, and then they hoping the dream will come to them. We got the Asians, right? And then you have to look at it. The Asians, for their culture and their tradition, education is the only way to move up of the social status. They can move, if you are a peasant, you're a poor guy, you can still work by study hard and then get yourself to the top of the society. And then the Asians, they have the work ethics, right? They don't want to, in their culture, people will look down on them if you become like a homeless guy or you're a beggar. In here, like you're receiving good things from society, it's like you're very honored. But in the Asian culture, you're receiving things from the government. It's very bad. You're supposed to work very hard, work to your butt, and then move yourself out of position. And we don't know that much English. The first generation work very hard and do whatever they can, and then to pay the foundation for the second generation to move up of the status. Most of the Chinese, the Asians in the first generation, they work in restaurant, truck shops, construction, and all those low jobs, and doesn't require that much English, right? And then but they were able to work themselves up and build a family foundation for the second generations. Like the Koreans, the Vietnamese, the Japanese, Chinese, of course, were all in this mix-up. With the influence of the Confucian, belief that education is the way to move up. And so as a result of the affirmative action, Asians really felt the threat of this program is threatening the Asians' opportunity to move up, and that's the only way they believe, and that's the only way they have been practiced. And so they were able to get to those elite, college, all because they study hard, very hard, and then become a problem because on percentage, they are much higher than if we got to the proportion of the entire population, and that gets some people jealous. And now you have a whole movement, just like New York City and other major universities, and they saying just look at the SAT is not good enough. You need to look into other factors like your after-school program, your personality, and so forth. They try to do away with the exam only, and then look others. And once you do that, then the Asians will be in the disadvantage again, and that's why they go to the court. And so that's why you have, why now so many people who are into the welfare system. Why now? My argument is the welfare program start from the 60s mean to help people so that they can move up to the society and never to be at the bottom. But once you make it a law, then people, we are all selfish. Remember, right? We are all human beings by nature. We are all selfish, and then everybody will try to take advantage of this one. James Madison, in the Federalist paper, I believe it's number 51 or 52, he said, men are not angels. If men were angels, we don't need government.